Hey guys, my name is Johnny from Lulu's and we're all about creating unique ear styling that helps you stay trendy while expressing your personal style. In this video, we're gonna be talking about before and after Adella's ear styling. Adella came to us all the way from the UK looking to get her boring, plain ear styled by yours truly. Adella came to us with two plain ears, and starting with the left ear, she had her earlobes going from the first, second, and third, very simple. And then she had a rook, and then she had two helixes. The rook and helixes were both fairly fresh, so we're looking to be very careful how we go about changing them out according to the specific time frame, and then when she felt comfortable and when the right time is. On her right ear, she had the same thing as her left. She had the 1, 2, 3 lobes, and then she had a conch, which was 1 month old as well. So everything but her lobes are fairly new, so we're very careful exactly how we went about this process. Normally what we do is we send out a questionnaire pre-appointment. She pretty much answers a bunch of questions that I had preset for her. One of the main questions we asked them is which piercings you're willing to get. One piercing she mentioned that she really wanted was the industrial piercing. And she also mentioned one piercing she absolutely would not get because of work is her tragus, because it's gonna get in the way of her headphones. In the next section, we asked the client to provide attached images of styles that they've seen on the internet that they actually like, that they want for me and them to get inspiration from. So they pretty much gave us 4 images. All these ears look very different. They also have very different styles to them. So we kind of grabbed the elements of each one and kind of put our own thing together. The next section is pretty much figuring out exactly what colors to work with, what stones to work with, and what styles to work with. She likes a mixture of crystals and opals. She does work in an office setting, so she does need something a little bit elegant or feminine. The last question we asked them is if they're gonna come to us or they're gonna get it done elsewhere. Since she obviously lives very far away, she won't be able to come visit us, but we will be coordinating with a piercer or a studio on the other side of the country so they could be going along with the plan. There's a whole coordination process between us and the studio that she's working with to make the ears look exactly how we planned it to be. In this section, I'll be breaking down exactly what her final or after ears look like with all the elements in place. So with her left ear, I would call it the more busier ear. We decided to add a lot more piercings to what she currently has, just to give it a little bit more love. So what we did was we took our original 1, 2, 3s and we started putting huggies in them. And we decided to just do a simple gemmed hinge, solid hinge, and then another gemmed hinge, just to add a little bit of contrast, all in gold color. And then the layer above that, we decided to put silver studs above that, just to create an element of gold and silver mixed together. She did have plenty of lobe space, so it looked really well, as you can tell with the stack with the hoops and the studs on top. Since she wanted a conch with a ring, we definitely wanted to use that conch ring that she currently had on one side and hoop that up. So we left this middle part of the ear open for a cluster. Cluster is a really good piece if you want to fill up a large space with one piece of jewelry or one piercing, if you want to call it that. And then that's what we did with the mid-ear. The cluster fills up really nicely. Obviously, the photos you're looking at right now are Photoshopped, so the size of the jewelry is not scaled for the ear 100%, but it's the closest we can get to giving someone the actual look of what it actually is. And then working to the very top of it is a double helix with gemmed hinge rings. The hoops in the photo are a lot smaller than what they actually be. They're probably gonna be a little bit more thicker and they're gonna hug the ear a lot more, but generally you get an idea of what a double hoop would look like on her ear with that specific jewelry. And then last but not least, we took our plain rook jewelry with big silver balls and we turned them into a prong forward-facing rook jewelry. This is obviously a very, very nice piece you could add to any ear. It takes a very bland-looking jewelry into a very glam-looking jewelry. On the right ear was a lot easier to do because it was very simple and straightforward, exactly what she was looking to get. She wanted industrial, so we were very clear with the industrial she wanted to go with. We pretty much gave her a selection of everything we have on the website, and this is her favorite one. So we decided to put the bezel top in the middle and 2 bezel settings on the outsides. It's a very nice piece, very, very simple. It just does the job, and this is exactly what she was looking for. So it covers the entire top part of the ear. As far as the middle goes, since there is a conch and a daith included in the midsection of the ear, we decided to keep the gemmed hinge ring to cover the conch area here. And on the inside of the daith, we decided to put like a huge clicker. This is probably used for the septum and for the daith. This definitely fills up a lot of space. I don't think the photoshopped image gives you the justice of how big, shiny, and like loud this piece is, but it does definitely fill up the ear. I would probably say this is the centerpiece, literally, of the ear. It definitely does a good job of like creating a lot of sparkle and a lot of attention in the middle part of the ear. And as far as the bottom go, she liked like the lightning bolts, the moons. She wanted a little bit of love in the charm section of our website. So we decided to add like a moon, a star, and a lightning bolt on her lobes. Photo obviously shows a little bit bigger than what it would actually be, but the charms are actually a lot smaller. And it's just gonna fill up her earlobes really nicely. It's a lot less crowded than the opposite side is, and that's kind of why I wanted to create the differentiating factor between her left and her right ear. And that's pretty much her ears from before and after. If you wanna know different ways to style your conch piercing, click the video right up here.